Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Thanks for clicking on my video today. So as you can see from the title, I am sharing all of the things that I have bought at the ALDI yarn event for September 2025. And guys, I've bought quite a lot actually this year. I can't help myself. I get in store and they're just so clever because it's so cheap and affordable. Like most of the balls are about £1.29. And it's so difficult to say no because you think it is such a bargain. And I think because it's only on twice a year, you think you just need to take full advantage of it. Now, I've still got loads of yarn from the last ALDI yarn event, but it doesn't stop me buying some more. So that is exactly what I've done. So I'm going to share everything with you today, what I have picked up. I don't know if you saw the video last week or the week before where I shared all of the things that was going to be coming up for sale in the yarn event. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below, and I go through every single shade and weight and all of the extras and things that were selling. So yeah, go check that out if you're interested. So the yarn event was on September the 18th, last Thursday. Sorry if there's any tractor noise. The farmers are really busy today doing the silage cut. So there might be a little bit of background noise. But yeah, the yarn event was the 18th of September. So last Thursday, I was down there just after 8 a.m. And I thought it was going to be busy, but I was literally the only person in the store. All of the bins were full. I did vlog a bit in my weekly craft vlog. So if you want to go see that, then go check it out so you can see what was at my local Aldi. And I was amazed. I was so happy. And so yeah, I was literally there with my big trolley, filling it up to my heart's content. Now, I went back in yesterday. It's like a week on, or just short of a week. It's Thursday today. So I went in yesterday, so it was Wednesday. And most of the stock has actually gone now. I think the last yarn event, was there a delay? And was it some of it staggered? And then ended up being like a second wave of stuff like part of the week later. But yeah, most of the stock looks to have gone. So I really hope you got what you wanted. Let me know if you've purchased anything, what you've bought, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm going to go through everything that I've picked up today. I haven't got my, oh, is this, I was going to say I haven't got my receipt. I think I have got my receipt. Have I? Yes, I do. So I have got my receipt here. Now I picked up a couple of things for my mum and, I was going to say my mum and dad, just for my mum as well, but they've now been dropped off for her, so I can let you know what I got there when I get to it. So some of the things were the same as mine, but yeah, pretty much all of it was for me. So let's get started. The first thing I have picked up was some macrame yarn, macramé, and so I got 3 balls of this lovely natural colour. So the shade is pumice, 200 grams. Again, I think, now was this either 129 or 199? Majority was £1.29, but just like a really good buy. It's kind of, it's like chained yarn for the macrame, and yeah, it's just lovely. So it says, oh, there's a free knot guide included on the reverse of the label. It's 100% cotton. It is a weight 5. It says it's classed as a chunky. Recommended needle size is UK 4, US 10, 6mm. There's the information there. It feels really nice. So I haven't done any macrame before, but I have kind of made like knotted bracelets and things like that, so I kind of understand about doing knotting and things, but I'm wanting to definitely start making some things. And I think like in my craft vlogs and that, I'm going to just get like a roulette wheel, I think, just to spin, like just to try and get me making different things, instead of at the moment I'm just making socks and that's all I seem to be making. So it'd be nice just to branch out and yeah, try and make a few other things with like the yarn that I've got. So there we go. That's the first lot there. 3 balls, 200 grams, just lovely. Pop that here for a second. Oops, there's a little something there. Pop that there. And then I did get some more macrame. Got 3 balls of this beautiful shade. This is mustard, so I thought it was very seasonal just now, very autumnal, and it's quite a good classic colour. I think that will sort of like see me through most of the time. So I think it'd be nice just to either get some baskets for my plants, you know, plant hangers. I don't know what the right terminology is or something. I just don't know. I'm really excited to start exploring macrame and just having a little go at it. Now, what I have noticed is though, this ball, I don't know if all the other coloured balls are the same, but this is only 150 grams, whereas like this neutral colour was 200 grams. So these are the same price, but you're getting more of the more natural shade compared to these ones. So again, it is chunky, class 5, UK 4, US 10, 6mm, and they are 100% cotton. And again, it just says free knot guide is included on the reverse of the label. So when I come to opening them, we'll have a little look at those. I am going to put everything on my Ravelry in my yarn stash. I'm going to try and be good now as I buy things, getting everything into Ravelry so that I know exactly what I've got. And I'm going to start adding all of my existing yarns in there as well. And I think I'm going to start doing a bit of a roundup of, again, I'll be looking at my total weight of yarn in my collection and how much I've got going out. And then sort of moving forwards, you know, if I've got anything coming in, I need to sort of start looking at like how much I am actually realistically using up, and just try and get working on that a little bit, being a little bit better crafter. But I am definitely back knitting and things now, which is brilliant. So I've had such a huge gap for years and years. Anyway, we're here for the yarn, not the chat. So I've got 4 different colours of the chunky, 3 balls of each colour. So yeah, I've picked up 12 balls of chunky yarn. So these are 100% acrylic. This is the shade blue, very imaginative, but it is a stunning colour of blue. It's beautiful, isn't it? So it said here it is, again, it is a class 5 chunky. It recommends 8mm needles, US 11. There we go, there's your bit of information. And then it says that there is a knitted cushion pattern included. So I wonder if it might be quite interesting just actually to try and make whatever it is that Aldi suggests, and we can sort of see if Aldi patterns are any good or not. Let me know if you think that'd be interesting or not. It'll maybe make me try something different that I might not have done otherwise. Because otherwise with this, I'd probably end up making either some hats or, I don't know, baskets maybe. But it's very, very chunky. It's very thick. This one feels quite soft. It does feel quite nice. So that's like the blue shade. I've also picked up this grey, and this is in the shade grey. This doesn't feel as soft. This feels a little bit rougher. Is this acrylic? Yeah, 100% acrylic. Okay, so again, just the details there. But it is very thick. This will knit up so fast. And this is also a knitted cushion pattern included. I'm dead tempted just to make something. I think that could be like a little mini series on my channel probably. Just trying out like the patterns that come with yarn. Are they any good or not? Next one I've got is, wow, brown. Someone was having a bad day when they came up with the colours. It's like they've asked like a 4-year-old maybe, like, what colour's this? Like, oh, that's brown, that's grey, that's blue. So this is brown. It is actually, it is a nice shade of brown actually. I quite like it. This one feels soft again. It's just that grey one didn't feel very soft. Again, a cushion. So I'm imagining they're all the chunkies have the same pattern on. And again, it's just the same information on the label. And then my final chunky, oh, this colour I absolutely love. I was tempted to buy more, but realistically I didn't know what I would do with it really. But so I just bought 3 of each, I think, just in case I wanted to either make it like a massive chunky blanket, you know, at least then I've got the same amount of balls for each colour. But look at that. It's like a beautiful olive green. Isn't it stunning? This one feels nice and soft as well, actually. So this is dark green. So at least it's not just green, I suppose. See there though, it's sort of been stranded round, so you can see it's unraveling at the ends a little bit. So make sure if you have your knots that you when you join, that's joined in well. You don't want to be losing any of your ends. But it's a beautiful shade. I kind of feel like I'd like a nice chunky scarf in this. It feels really soft. But I just think a scarf would be beautiful in that. Absolutely stunning. It is a gorgeous colour. I've actually got, I don't know if it was double knit or Aran, and I'm thinking like, it looks like it was the same shade as this. It is stunning. I love it. So let me get one of each of the chunkies together just to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not that I didn't want to put them all together in a project. It's just I picked the colours that I liked. And I just think they are lovely colours. That green's beautiful. The blue's gorgeous as well. I think they're all really nice. So yeah, those are the chunkies. I just think for £1.29, it's like a bargain, isn't it? Right, let me pause here. I'm going to just fling them over here. Then we'll be back with Aran. Aran, okie dokes. So I've only got 2 colours in the Aran. So, but I've got 4 balls of each. It feels quite nice. It is, what is it? I can't find if it's acrylic or whatever. Let me show you the colour first and I'll have a little look. So yeah, just this cream. Not very exciting. However, it's a good staple one to have in. So it's 100 grams knitted gloves. Oh, so some gloves included. That'll be fun to do. Oh, and it is 70% acrylic, 30%, oh, hang on, 75% acrylic, 25% wool. So it's got a bit of a wool blend in there. So yeah, so that'll be interesting to do some gloves. I've never knitted gloves before. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let me give you a little bit about information about the hook sizes and whatnot. So it recommends a UK 6. So is that a 5mm hook and needle, US, is that an 8? Go to see in the viewfinder better. There we go. But anyway, that's the information there. I wonder what the gloves are like. I'm tempted to do them. So yeah, 4 balls of the cream. And then, yeah, it was in the Aran that I got this green as well. It looks like it's the same green. What I'll do once at the end of the video, I'll take the camera over and we'll have a look at everything just all together. At the moment, it's going really well with my sofa colours. But this colour is lovely. Again, this one is, so on here they've called this one Sage. Yeah, it is the same colour as the chunky. I'm pretty certain of it. And again, this is the acrylic wool blend, 100 grams. There's the information. Superb. So yeah, so just 4 balls of each of those. They go together nice as well though, wouldn't they? I've got loads, as I say, from last year as well. Might end up just doing a little reel or short or something about, once I've organised all of my yarn into like different like brands of the yarn and what I've got, so like all my ALDI stuff could be all together, you know, like the Stylecraft, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, let me go pack this away. I'll be back in a minute. I'm not sure if those greens are slightly different. I think the chunky does look a little bit different to the Aran, but we'll have a closer look later. Okay, so next I've got double knitting. Right, let me show you. First of all, let's start with the white. It's a really good basic. So I don't have any white double knitting, I don't think at all. When my mum and dad were staying with us whilst they were buying their house and relocating, I kind of dug out all of my white double knit for my mum because she likes making baby cardies and stuff. So I gave her all that. So anyway, I've picked up 5 balls of white just because I've got loads of double knitting. And I thought if I wanted to like make a blanket, like a granny stitch thing or join things or whatever, it's just handy to have in. And at £1.29 a ball, you just can't go wrong. It feels quite nice. It says there's a knitted hat pattern included, so we can try that out. This is 100% acrylic. It is a lightweight, so category 3, recommended 4mm needles, US, that's 6. Oh, I'm struggling with my eyes today. I only had about 3-4 hours sleep last night. I'm absolutely shattered. So if I look a bit of a state, that's why. But I just really wanted to get this filmed and up because it's like nearly, well, it's a week since the yarn event. So you'll all be over it now. You won't be bothered. But I still wanted to show you everything I'd picked up. But yeah, so here we go. That's that. There's the info. So 5 balls of that. I got my mum 4 balls of this as well. I just put loads in my 4 or 5 I got her, I can't remember, but I just got loads. That was so much. I thought, right, let's just get it, and first come first served. To be fair, I left loads though. I haven't like emptied the baskets by any means, and I think I only get like a few of each colour. You know, I think some people will, I disagree when people get like maybe 10, 15 balls of each shade, and then they're selling it on Vinted and eBay and or like Marketplace. So I disagree with that. I think it's fair enough if you buy some for a project and you maybe got like a ball left over and you want to get rid of it. But you see people like already like selling all the yarn. I think it's really cheeky. Anyway, rant over. I picked up 3 balls of this. I think everything else I pretty much got 3 balls of each shade. It's just the white I got more because it's just a handy one to have. So 3 balls. This is a really nice colour. It is in the shade mustard. And again, just knitted hat pattern. So I'm imagining all the hat patterns are the same. But yeah, that's just nice. It's not the softest yarn I've had, but it's not bad. I think it'd be all right for making blankets and things out of, you know. I think even a bit, it might be all right for baby knits. But I've definitely felt softer, but it's okay. It's not dreadful. Then I got this because, wow, it's like, talk about Christmas. What a brilliant, brilliant green. I love it. The shade is actually green, back to the good imagination. But it is such a Christmas green. I couldn't not get it. And you'll see why. Because for once, Aldi have done, sometimes the colours that they get are a bit random. But I picked up 3 of this as well. Look at that. Is that not just Christmas? So I had to get it. So I've got 3 balls of this. It is in the shade deep red. But I was just like, that makes me so happy. And I'm just sort of thinking, oh, there's so many things I could make for Christmas. I'm going to have to get a wriggle on. It's just under 3 months for Christmas now. But they're just fantastic colours. Even if we don't get round to it this year, I've got them for next year. It's not often we get good colours. I kind of wish, with it being autumn though, it'd be nice if there was had like oranges and purples and things like that, you know, like for Halloween. But they don't, and I just don't understand why not. And then my last double knit that I picked up was just some cream. So again, a really nice shade. Let me just get a bit of everything so you can see all of the ones. But even just if I put first of all like that, that'd make it a great Christmas blanket, wouldn't it? How amazing. And then obviously I've got the mustard and then the white. So those are all of the double knits. So I got 5 white and then 3 of each of the other colours. Really nice mix. Yeah, I felt very happy filling my trolley. I'm going to pop these over there. And then we're on to the last category of yarn. Then I've got a few little extra bits and pieces on the top. These next yarns look beautiful. I'm really excited about them. Now, I got sort of something similar last year and I started making a cardi in them, yeah. But it was a roving yarn, but it looked kind of similar, and it just felt really nice. Anyway, I've got this and I'm really excited by it, but so I got quite a lot, so I'm hoping to make something sort of pretty significant with it. So I have got, how many did I get? 2, 4, 8 balls of this shade. Let me get them all out. Oh, I'm not going to hold them all up, so I'll just drop them. But anyway, I've got 8 of these. Let's just put a quick look at them. So yeah, aren't they fabulous? They feel quite nice actually. So this is the rainbow yarn in the shade taupe, and I just love this colour. I'm so pleased I was able to pick this up, and I was so tempted to get more, and I was like, no. And I thought, do I get 10? Well, that makes sure I've got enough. So they're 100 grams, crochet glove pattern included. So that's nice. We've got some knitting things, some crochet things. So 100 grams, about 175 meters. It is in 80% acrylic, 20% wool, so it is a wool blend. It is classed as a medium weight, class 4, and 5mm hook and needle are recommended US 8. So there we go. Let me give you the information on the back. There we go. But I just think it's stunning. Really, it feels quite nice actually. It's sort of like, it feels a little bit texturized. Yeah, it feels a bit odd, almost boucle-ish. I don't know, is that right? Am I making that up? I don't know actually. I'm just saying something that I've got no idea if that's right or not. But like the yarn, like you can just see it's like really kind of like ribbed. I don't know, it's textured, but I like it. I absolutely love this. But so that one's the rainbow. But then I've picked up some of the ombre cakes as well. I've never bought ombre cakes ever. And so I thought, number one, it could be nice either for like a shawl, granny stitchy things, or if I wanted to do some like mosaic overlay type knitting or crochet, I thought it could be quite nice for that. By having like a really deep contrast colour, then using this as the overlay. But anyway, let me show you this. So I picked up 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've got 6 of these and then 6 of the next one. So I got 6 of the ombre in each shade. So this shade is soft grey. Look, it's beautiful. I should maybe have got more of this. Isn't that gorgeous? So it starts off cream. You've got like your paler grey and like your bluey greys, and then the deeper grey on the outside. It's just stunning. I've never ever bothered buying ombre ever before, but I just think this could be really lovely. Just really, really nice. So it is a soft grey. It's got the crochet gloves and pattern included again, 100 grams, just the same. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. All the information is just the same as the rainbow one, but lovely. And then my final selection of yarn. Again, I've got 6 more of these. So yeah, I've got 8 of the rainbow, 6 of this, and then 6 of these. And the colours, I just think this is going to be beautiful as well. Ooh! Look, I'm just dropping it everywhere. I love like teals and aquas. I wish it'd been purples, but isn't that gorgeous? As I say, I've just never been bothered with ombre, but this is just beautiful. So very pale, minty aqua in the middle, just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. You can see the shades there. I'm really excited to make something. Don't know what. Any suggestions what you think I should do with the ombre? Let me know. But I'll just be searching Ravelry and Pinterest and all the rest. But yeah, again, they're not super soft, but they feel kind of nice. I don't know, they feel all right. Exactly the same, I imagine. Yeah, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. But oh, how stunning. So out of this category, there's one of each. I'm just really excited by my purchases. So I'm going to go stack these, then I'm going to come and show you a few of the little tools that I picked up as well. Oh my goodness, look at that. It just makes me happy. That is a precarious pile of yarn, and see, now I see it all stacked up, I actually realise how ridiculous it is, but I kind of feel like I need a yarn wall now. But I want it all packed away because I don't want it all open to dust and bugs and goodness knows what. But oh, I love it. People say, don't they, that like knitting and crochet is one hobby and buying yarn is a completely separate hobby, and they're not necessarily linked together. I think it's right. Okay, I just got a couple of little bits that I fancied picking up. So first one, I saw when I was going through and showing everyone what was going to be in the event this year, and I saw this, I thought, oh, that looks pretty, and it's one of the yarn balls. So they had like a beigey ceramic one, and they had this one, which was a white, what was the shade, what did they call it? But anyway, it is just basically a white one with like little like painted leaves on it. So yeah, this is Keep Yarn Neat and Tidy in this beautiful ceramic yarn ball. 16 centimetre diameter. I think these were about $3.99 or something. I think, yeah. Hang on a minute, it's charged me for 3 yarn balls. Oh my God, I only got one. Oh, hang on, I know what it is. It is because, let me just check. That's okay. I've got 2 other things which aren't yarn balls, but it's scanned as that. I just thought then they'd charge me for 3 of these. Anyway, yeah, these are $3.99. It just looks really pretty. Normally when I'm knitting stuff, the balls are too big for these. However, with my sock yarn, I just thought it was lovely. Now it is, oh, it's quite heavy actually. So it is like a ceramic one. Isn't it pretty? I just thought it was really lovely. You just stick your ball of wool in there. I'm sure lots of you know, and you put like your working yarn through here. And then it's not so bad. If you're doing a centre pull, it's not bad because your yarn's not spinning around everywhere. But if you're getting your yarn from the outside of the ball, it's like often just rolling around. So this, it can just spin around inside the pot. Isn't it pretty? I just thought it looked lovely. It's a bit of an unfinished edge on the bottom, so if you've got a nice worktop, you won't want to put that on. But if it's just like on your craft desk or something, on the carpet, it's nice, isn't it? So I just thought it was quite pretty, really. So I'm sure I'll use it. If not, it'll be really beautiful in the vlog, just in the background. Very aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I thought it was really pretty. And then I'm just about to start my sweater. And for the first time ever, I'll be holding 2 yarns together. So we're making the Sophie sweater. So I've got my Drops Air and I'm holding it with a mohair. So I thought, oh, that'd be quite handy if I could have some yarn spinners. Now they're only little, they're not massive. So I got 2, 1 for each ball, I thought, just in case, again, if I'm pulling from the outside, so they're not whizzing all over the floor and getting tangled up together. They're a lot smaller than what I had anticipated. And these were $3.99. I got 2 of them, so that's why it was shown on my receipt as 3 items at $3.99. Now actually they're quite light. I have to say, maybe once the wool goes on, it's only a little peg on that bit. I don't know what they're normally like. But if you had it maybe a kind of little shelf for your trolley and they were in there, then it's maybe not going to topple over. I don't know. They are very light. I thought it was going to be heavier than that. I don't know. We'll see how they are. Again, I'm not sure. But obviously the yarn goes on because this bit spins and then you can just keep pulling your yarn and the ball will just keep spinning round. That was the idea for that one. I had considered just getting like a kitchen roll holder or something, because obviously that's taller and I thought I could use that. But anyway, I saw these and I thought the $3.99, you know, it'd be fine. But they do feel very, very light. If you've used one, how are you getting on with it? Is it okay? So yeah, 2 of them. And then I picked these up just to have as spares, not necessarily to use, but if I'm needing to have some needles for something else and I'm a bit stuck. I just got some of the circular knitting needles. I picked my mum up some of these as well. I tend to use the Knit Pro ones, but these were only, how much were these? $2.99. So like, you know, you'd only pay about £6, aren't you, for your needles? Let's see what they're like. Oh, they feel very light. They don't feel great, if I'm being honest, and they feel a bit, the transition from the cable to the needle doesn't feel great either. Let's get a set out and let's have a look here. These are the biggest ones. Let's see. They don't feel very good. But like I say, even if it's just for me to, if I need another set of needles and I just want to leave it on something, I can just transfer them to this. They're very springy at the minute. It just, they don't feel great. Have I got some of my other ones here, like compared to, here's my Knit Pro ones here. So you can kind of, I don't know, can you sort of see? These just look a lot nicer. These are a bit, I don't know. I mean, they might be all right, but they're very coily here. I think they do my head in. They feel like potentially your knitting might catch, but I suppose until I try them, you never know. I shall refrain from casting judgment on them just yet, and we'll give them a go. So these you get, they're an 80 centimetre cable, 3, 4, 5 and 6 millimetres. Now it doesn't tell you what size they are. So obviously if you keep them together, you can kind of deduce by looking at them. So that's gonna be like 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you've just got them in your stash and you're pulling them out, you're not gonna know what they are. So that's a bit of a downside really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why I bought them really. This might be my one dud buy. Actually, to be fair, I think probably the tools are maybe not that great. And that could be, I should maybe just stuck to the yarn. But I think that the little ceramic bowl will be all right. I'm not sure about the yarn holders here, but yeah, I do think my yarn bowl is going to be nice. Okay, let's go and just have a closer look again. Come with me. Oh, look at that. This is going to have to be my thumbnail, isn't it? Because, like, seriously, just look. How lovely. I've got a really nice mix of yarns. I think they're really... I'm excited about trying the macrame and the ombre, just purely because I've never used ombre before. And the rest, I just need to start making some nice big chunky things. And I think I need to, rather than, like, just concentrate on socks all the time, maybe make some different accessories and whatnot. And I think that's what this will come into its own with. I'll be able to make some nice, maybe granny square blankets and things, baskets. I don't know if you've got any ideas what you think you'd like me to make with this, do let me know. But guys, just over half an hour, that's not too bad. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Finally up, sorry it was so late. If you've enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. Make sure you check out my weekly craft vlogs and also my monthly roundup videos. But for now, take care. I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye for now.